giving people money. I'm like, this is crazy. Oh shit. What I do like the next day, I was like, thank God I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Was my dream, and then turned into like this hellscape for like, I don't know, a year maybe.
Wow.
When I quit doing that, I didn't realize how like dependent I was on that. It was crazy.
Photographer of the year, let's hear it for Dan Shelley, Shellda Photos.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Shellda podcast, where today I'm joined by one of the biggest creators in the paintball industry, Brad from Paintball Ruined My Life. Welcome to the show.
Hello, sir.
It's good to finally have you on. I've been a consumer of yours, gosh, for, I don't know, it seems like forever. All the iterations were like, I've wanted to come back into the sport. I've went to, Paintball Ruined My Life. I'm like, what reviews has Brad done? Like, how can I learn about these products? So it's cool to full circle have you on the show finally.
I appreciate it. Certainly.
Yeah. And we've got a whole bunch of questions that we're going to dive into about being a creator like you and I are. But before we do that, I want to knock out some really important show sponsors. Hormesis has been with me since day one, and those guys, they treat everybody like family. They just restocked their new spring line. These dry fits are perfect for the summer. And then recently here in Texas, we've had like some pretty catastrophic flooding. And I actually got flooded in, I guess is the word, at my field when we had that. I was there taking photos, and we had the entrance and exit. It was literally a running river over it from all that rain. And so we got stuck at the field. And luckily, I was wearing my Pro DNA waterproof socks, and so my feet were perfectly dry, like walking through all that craziness. And so it's an honor to be with Pro DNA. And then lastly, these guys also well, bfpgear.com. The nice thing is you can get the Pro DNA socks at bfpgear.com. So man, it's just been so cool being partnered up with these three brands. And when I was in Cincinnati recently, I was catching up with Junior, and he was talking about you and like the relationship you guys have. All good things, of course.
I hope so.
Yeah. What has it been like working
right now? I think
he is living his life. Have you followed like his stories of all the food he's posting?
Nope.
Oh.
I just know I saw some. I don't know. They were in England. I just saw the family posting like, I don't know, fun. We're in a British phone booth pictures.
Yeah, the typical one that everybody posts over
for
there.
Sure. Certainly.
Yeah. But yeah, he and Gina are living it up over there. What has it been like working with them? Because I look at them as almost like a secondary family.
Well, I mean, I've known them for so long. I feel like forever, through just living nearby. I live like an hour and a half away from Extreme Paintball in Modesto, and they own the store and a field also by the name Extreme Paintball in Modesto. And yeah, I've just known them forever. And I think they're one of the few, maybe not few. There's also, Hormesis for sure. Also Pro DNA, the infamous guys, are one of the companies that actually like obviously give back and help support paintball, right? By sponsoring, podcasts, by actually like hosting events and doing all kinds of stuff. So I think it's easy for me to tell like people to go support them just because they're supporting everybody else, it's kind of how it all works. So I love them. It's been very easy. Junior and Gina are just awesome. Their name came kind of weird there. Junior and Gina.
Yeah, I always
own BFP gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just been great all around helping me, letting me just go to the store and borrow stuff really fast or whatever.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah,
it's been such a cool partnership with them, and what they do so much for paintball. Like even behind the scenes.
Their name right there.
I think it was last year, maybe it was the first Summit Awards or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the night before, they were still setting up and they needed some help. And so I walked into whatever the venue to help like legit set it up. And it was close to midnight, and like here walks in Gina.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy cow, like you could be, go living it up, but you're rolling your sleeves up, setting up stanchions and whatnot. So it's just,
I think they say she did like the whole thing.
Pretty
like,
much.
Almost like all Gina at like the last week or whatever.
Pretty much.
The entire thing, which is crazy. For nothing, really, just because Someone asked.
Yeah, like they weren't a title sponsor. It's just
Yeah.
her helping the sport. So they're such good people.
Certainly.
Yeah. Well, Brad, let's jump into it. Obviously, you and I are content creators. I have a full-time job that I'm also juggling with this, but this, I believe, is your full-time job.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, technically I'm not working or doing anything else right now. So technically, yes.
What
Yeah.
do you how do you introduce yourself to somebody when they meet you for the first time? Well, like, hey, I'm Brad. I am.
You know, I don't know. It's so rare that like that even comes up, you know. I think that most of the time I would say I work in the paintball industry.
Hmm.
And people are like, "Oh." And then it just goes away because they don't know anything about paintball. Like most people don't know what to ask. They're just like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
But it doesn't come up. I think that I just hang out with like the same people all the
Same
time.
group of people. Yeah.
I'm hanging out with like kids I've known since we were 6 or paintball people.
Yeah.
So it's like it doesn't come up. But I think that I probably wouldn't want to talk about it, really, though. I think that's probably why I say the paintball industry or something else, because I don't want to be like, oh, I make YouTube videos. Because then we got to like talk about that. And I just don't want to. I feel like it's
Yeah.
all I do. So it's like, I don't want to now talk about my work here. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of say paintball, but steer away from I'm a YouTuber or whatever.
It's so weird because like I think we're in this, I guess, like bubble where, you know, younger generations, obviously that's their dream job. You know, it's the number one thing they want to do is be a YouTuber or a content creator. But the flip side of that, like so many people still look at YouTube as like silly cat videos or like just stupid pranks.
Even I do, right? I mean, you bring up the younger kids and like, yeah, I mean, my nephew, he's 11 and yeah, he just thinks it's awesome. He's always talking to me about what do I do and how do I do this? And like, do you know what this is? And I'm like, yeah. But then older people, like adults, people my age, they're just like, oh. Some of them think it's cool, some of them don't, because we're still, in this weird area where it is cool sometimes and not sometimes. Some people can make a good living and then some people barely scrape by, and then some people don't make anything. So there's just this huge swath. It's kind of like pro musician. I'm a musician.
Sure.
It's like, you could be dead broke, or you could be, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, but you're technically still a musician at that point, you know. So it's I think it's all about what you feel confident in.
Oh, sure.
You know, I know. Well, like when I very first started this, I was really embarrassed to tell people I had a podcast because, like, oh, like what is it? Like, well, I only have like 20 subscribers. Like, oh, okay, cool. Like you're nothing. So like,
I still feel that way. So yeah,
which is crazy because you're close to hitting your, finally getting your silver play button, right?
Which is nothing.
To some people, like that's the monument,
And it probably was at one point, thinking about myself, it probably was. Well, yeah, I mean, I used to look at subscribers all the time, and now I just don't. I mean, over time, it just doesn't matter,
Yeah.
It's like I can't be obsessed with looking at subscribers every 3 hours for 7 years. Like that'd just be crazy. But I used to probably care, and now it's like, I don't know. I don't. And now I guess it's just another level, right? Once you get to this spot, now I'm like, who cares? What do I do now? And now I look at these people where I'm like 100,000. I'm like, this channel got 100,000 subscribers in like a year. It's taken me like 8-9 years to get even close.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm never going to get to 1 million. 25 years later, I'm like, all right, we did it.
I can just see the thumbnail now with like a big old white beard. Barely can hold up the marker.
Paintball doesn't exist then. It's just
just AI paintball at that point.
Subscribers.
It's something. I mean, for a lot of content creators, I think when you first started out, and it sounds like you went through this too, is that number meant so much to you, and then as you keep growing, you hear it on a lot of like burnout videos. Like they say, "Hey, don't look at your analytics. Don't look at your subscriber number because it creates that like anxiety inside." But
for sure,
rightfully so. Like even though you've been doing this for a hot minute, that is something I think to be proud of because it's so hard for people to hit 100K, especially in like our small community of paintball. Like that's a pretty awesome feat. So when that does happen, congratulations to you because it's well deserved.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Certainly. It's like Matt the Gym Rat. Matt's grown so much.
My God.
I mean, he's like 250 probably or something like that.
And
on YouTube, at least. I don't even know other people's. I don't even really partake in the rest of the internet.
Yeah, it's
like,
hard.
YouTube's like the only thing I look at.
Yeah, I mean, with how much they're doing, like there's so much good content there. You almost don't have to go outside of, the YouTube platform.
For sure. I just don't like the really short form stuff. And I just never have, I don't know. I just prefer to watch longer form things, I guess.
Yeah, I've always been that way too. And I noticed like when I consume short form, like I feel that like, I mean, it's not anxiety, but I feel like, okay, like I feel the
100%.
I can't keep my breath, it's like there's always something I have to be watching for.
Because they have to do that. Like you have to do that in that short stuff, or you're just going to go to the next one. There's got to be something that's like, I got to keep watching this. It's got to like really grab you. But so does the long stuff too. Like my videos kind of have to do that. I have to start doing that a little more, I guess, in the first 30 seconds or something.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that like I've learned since I think this is like the 35th or 36th episode, so I'm still early on, but I've noticed the more time and effort I put into like my thumbnail, my title, and then doing like a little teaser at the beginning of the podcast of like a hey coming up, my watch time for those videos just skyrocket versus when I don't do it. Hey, really quick before we go further into this podcast, I just want to take a moment and say thank you so much for all of the amazing support. This past year, starting this journey has just been phenomenal with how much support you've given me. That has made me wonder though, only about half of you that are watching and listening are subscribed to this YouTube channel. So the really quick and easy way to show your support is by hitting that subscribe button below. Thanks for your support and back to the show. What has that been like for you when you're going into like either a live stream or even when you're creating your videos? Because like, I've got your channel up here and just looking at this mask, the mask that rules paintball, the Too Fast one, the one that had Chris Lasoya on it, like those all just hooked me like that. So I knew it within a second of what it was what I wanted to watch.
Thumbnails are crazy. I mean, that mask video, I've changed that now like 4 times. But I think it's just because it's about a mask and it's not interesting.
Yeah.
It's difficult. I mean, I think that for live streams and thumbnails, live streams and thumbnails and titles, it's kind of just like, I just want to do it because it's every Monday and it's like, I got other stuff to do every other day. I'm not focusing really on the live stream. It's only Mondays. So it's like, I just want to have a title and a thumbnail that makes sense. So it's like, I just try to use a template for the thumbnails, although I've been changing that. I've been kind of messing with all kinds of different thumbnails recently for live streams, and titles are just like whatever the thing's about. Like, new gun came out, comma, there was a tournament, comma, I don't know, just super simple. And that's just to do it because it's got to get done. I can't like make a thumbnail for 4 days like I try to sometimes for just the live stream.
Yeah.
Then videos are a whole new thing too. It's like the channel's taken such a different direction really over the past year that thumbnails and titles have become, I would say, far more important. But I've also think I've realized, like you said, how much more important they actually are.
Yeah.
Because if I look at my old like original videos, they're just like super obvious title, how it's just like, this is what the video is about. There's just nothing interesting or into at all. It's like CS2 review. It's just like, this is what it is. Where now, I gotta try to make them a little bit more interesting and a little more intriguing. But the videos are also different too. They're more story based or history based. So there's more of an opportunity to tell an interesting title.
Yeah.
Because there's just more interesting stuff that's happening in the video. It's not just like, this gun shoots good, it doesn't kick that much.
Buy it.
And the whole channel had to change because I was doing all those reviews too, though. And then, honestly, I was thinking about it earlier, and it's like, man, when I started the channel in 2017, 2018, I think, there was just so much more happening.
Yeah.
There were more products. It felt like I could actually do a YouTube channel and just kind of like review products and talk about products. And now it's like, I mean, a new hopper came out, the carbon hopper came out, and then the last one that came out was 6 years ago or something. It's like, nothing's ever coming out anymore.
Yeah,
So
products
it's
are
kind of
slowing down for
impossible.
sure.
So I had to, I guess I didn't have to, but I kind of instinctively, I guess at some point decided to change the channel.
Yeah.
In a way, I don't know.
No, I think you're spot on. There's probably at some point in your mind where like, oh shit, I'm running out of products. Like, how do I sustain this?
For sure. And it's just also thinking about more what I guess wanted from the thing, like I had to start thinking about like, I got to make money, like really.
Yeah.
And I have to start really thinking about how to get more views on videos. And making these like history story-ish videos have worked better than I thought it would have, at least, which is good.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that you do so well in those videos, I call them evergreen videos. Those are something that
sure
you post it now, and 5 years from now, you'll still see traction on it. It's not like something where it's a product review that's going to be irrelevant in a year.
I think those are good too, though, because they do kind of stick around. People are buying old guns all the time and
Very true.
Whatever. But for sure, if I'm making a video about a paintball tournament, who cares? Literally the next day, no one cares. So
it's gone.
For sure. Yeah. They're evergreen. And then what's the other word? Evergreen content. And the other one's, it's not ephemeral, but something like that, I guess. I don't know.
Evergreen's the one that I always stick to.
It lasts forever. Right? Isn't that what evergreen means? It that's around forever.
Yeah. When I think of evergreen, I think of it. We're not talking about like event specific something. Like this is something a year from now, and someone's going to see this podcast, and they're not going to be like, "Oh, I don't want to watch it," because it's not about the NXL event last week or last year.
For sure.
There are conversations that you can listen to at any point.
Mm-hmm. It's like an evergreen tree.
Yeah.
That never loses its leaves.
It does not.
Right?
Yeah. Speaking of, being a creator full-time, weird transition. I had somebody on a few weeks ago who he left his corporate job, full-time job, to chase his dream of working in the industry and being a manager, general manager at a field. Mm-hmm. And after a year, like it destroyed, like he couldn't do it anymore. And so he quit about a month ago to go back to that corporate life. And he said something, I wish we were recording still, but he said it off air and it just like stuck. He was like, I wanted my dream job, but now that I'm on the outside of it, I didn't realize there was a difference between the dream and the job part of it.
For sure.
You ever think about that? Like when people say like, oh, you're a content creator or you're a YouTuber, like people instantly think you have it easy and like all you have to do is turn on your camera, but they don't realize the job aspect of it.
Or just like how different. I mean, for me, like I think I've always wanted to do whatever I want, like forever. And not like, just whatever I want, but like I've wanted to have like freedom or like, to work wherever I want or, travel if I want or, whatever. And so I've always kind of been like, I guess, wanting this kind of life, I guess, where I can like, work when I want or do whatever I want. And I never had that. I was always like around friends a lot or coworkers or whatever. Yeah. And working at the paintball store, which I did before doing this, I owned the paintball store for like 5 years and sold the store in 2018. Yeah. I was just around people so much that like, coworkers, like employees, or just talking to customers all day long, that when I quit doing that, I didn't realize how like dependent I was on that. It was crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. I was like, I haven't thought about this in a while, but
do you mean dependent on like the people that were around you?
Just social interaction, really. Because going from like working at the store and talking to customers all day long to like the next day selling the store being like, none of that happens anymore. You have to work at home alone in this room. It was like, holy shit. And I was like, but I knew I was doing that. It's not like someone was like, hey, you're not doing that anymore. You got to go sit in this room. It's like, I knew I was doing it and I got myself into it, but I didn't know how much like of a transition that would be. Like, I didn't even expect that. And it's taken like, I think, time for me to get used to just not being around people, which is not probably good, but it's also like taken like deliberate like action on my part that, oh, I have to go call this person, I have to do this, I actually have to seek out like those relationships in my life, I guess. Whereas before, maybe I didn't feel like I needed them as much because I had different like social interactions at work or whatever that have gone away now.
Well, you also
it was my dream and then turned into like this hellscape for like I don't know, a year maybe.
Wow.
I wouldn't say hellscape, that might be like an exaggeration because it's more fun to use that word, but I didn't like it for sure. I was thinking about all kinds of other stuff to do and it's like, I don't know, but I don't know what else to do. You know, I've always thought about doing this. So it's like, I don't know what else to do.
Do you ever look back and wonder like what if you kept the store or like
have I shouldn't have sold it. But I don't have regrets. I just don't even, who cares? It's gone. Like I really but I didn't really even think for a few years I was still glad I sold the store. It really kind of was like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have done that. It took a while. But I hated it. So it wasn't like, oh shit, what I do like the next day. I was like, thank God I don't have to go to work tomorrow. So it took a little bit because I just hated like paperwork and paying taxes and licenses and just all the other bullshit that I had to do every day. And like, I didn't like that. So I was happy
in and out.
So I hated all the like management kind of stuff that I was always forced to do. But I could have worked 2 days a week and then had someone else do a bunch of stuff, and it probably would have made more sense.
Sure.
But at the time,
it seems like now you kind of took your favorite part of that, which was the interaction with talking to customers about paintball, and like found a way to make that now your full-time job.
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't work at the paintball store or own the store, there's no way I could have done any of this. Just because I can riff and talk about paintball and have gotten good at explaining certain things and just have so much random knowledge about paintball. And I think I've gotten good at talking about it. Maybe that's also what I've gotten better at over time.
Yeah, there's something interesting about when you're taking like that skill from like being on a sales floor and then you're using the same skills in front of a camera. Like it's so funny, like go back and just like, wow, like I used to be really bad at talking or listening for that matter too. It teaches you so many different skills.
I was bad at all of it. I even go back and watch like, dude, the original videos that I made, I literally would just like put the camera up and just film and just riff for like 30 minutes and be like, all right, and just like chop something up. And it would all be good. Like the information's always good, but watching back now, I'm like, on camera, I'm just like, I don't know. It's just like all these weird dead spots. It's kind of funny.
It was just like a hangout place at that point.
It really was. I didn't intend to actually do it. It just kind of like happened. I didn't really like put any thought into making YouTube videos. I didn't even know it was really a thing until I started doing it.
I don't think like I knew, I would go to YouTube to like consume gear reviews and whatnot, and other camera products and whatnot, but I never associated with wow, this could actually be a full-time job for somebody until like I kind of got into it a little bit deeper. I was like, holy cow, between like affiliate marketing and like the ads and working with different brands, you can definitely make it a full-time job.
Man, I was watching a live stream like before I started doing live streams. And like they just got brought out super chats, and there was this guy that was like making thousands of dollars from super chats every like 20 minutes or something. It was like $200, $300, $500, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I can do this.
Yeah, what am I doing
like,
wrong?
I see you just giving people money. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And I started doing it. And now no one does super chats anymore, which is interesting.
But it seems like maybe it's not super chats, but you've got the YouTube membership, which seems like has grown for you.
That's what I think too. I also think it's just like trends and stuff too. Like, I don't know. For me, a while there, super chats might have been popular just on the whole platform.
Yeah.
And then stuff kind of goes away. But certainly, I like kind of reactivated memberships, and a lot of the people that are members are the same people that would do super chats.
Yeah.
So I much prefer that membership, though.
Yeah, I mean, totally. It's it's reoccurring revenue,
consistent. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think taking the revenue side away from it, I hear it a lot about like how, of course, AI is taking over and all that. But the caveat to that is because of that, people are craving more of a community now than ever. And so to be a part of your community, or like, I've got a YouTube membership and a Patreon too, like you create a small, close-knit community of people, and people just crave it so much.
And paintball, we're already in that too. So it's like, it's even like more niched down when it's like, for sure, creating it seems like everyone's doing that though. I think of like, everyone's got like a Discord channel somewhere or like something for sure. I hate Discord. I can't do it.
No? What do you hate about it?
It's a goddamn chat room, and I feel like I got to be like monitoring this chat room all day long. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't know. It drives me crazy. It's like, I just can't do it. I can't do it. Like, I used to try to reply to comments online, and I've just totally given up.
Well, I mean, with a channel of your size, I'm sure you're getting comments all day, every day.
When the videos first come out, it's a lot, but then it's just like one a day or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's just like constant,
Yeah.
There's always constant. Or like, I don't really message people back that well.
I'm sure there's probably AI tools that can help that now. You could have an assistant. Paintball Ruined My Life. You could have an intern.
I've tried. I mean, I use AI for a lot of stuff, but every time I'm like, write this for me. I'm like, okay, now I got to go back and like rewrite
it. Yeah.
What am I even doing? I'm like, for some stuff, maybe, but like I always end up having to like rephrase it anyway. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot about some, obviously, like, so my main piece obviously is being a photographer, and I post every single day. It's like I come up with a caption myself every day.
Yeah.
And I've noticed some of the other photographers, like I can see, oh, you just switched to AI because like your stuff looks completely different from how you would normally say it.
Like the captions look different, or like the whole description,
the whole description of the video.
All of a sudden, there's emojis now,
and it's the hyphen for me that you can tell it comes straight from ChatGPT.
The M dash.
Yeah,
I used an M dash in that Proflex video that just came out, and I even thought about that. I'm like, people are going to think that I like did this.
100%.
But I tried to use a comma. I tried all these other things, and it just didn't work as well. So I'm like, whatever. Yeah. It's so weird how it uses the M dash. That's because it's like perfect grammar. It's like it should use the M dash.
Totally.
But nobody does, so it's very odd.
That's it. I think because no one does in their normal communications now that it's now being overused.
Everyone's like an M dash.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use it correctly.
Me either.
I'm not a writer.
Yeah, same.
I guess I am, but I don't know. Yeah, writing, it's crazy. I used to write for Pro Paintball and Faceful along the way as well.
Oh, wow.
Faceful back in the day. But I wrote for the online website, we'll call it. Probably like 2013 and somewhere in there.
Have you seen that they're back? I mean, they're doing like a smaller magazine now, but they're back.
Something I don't really remember. I know I saw they were at a tournament recently, like doing photos and stuff, or somebody was. They're doing a magazine.
Yeah, it's so they were at Cup, I think, the past 2 years, and they had like a, what do they call it? It's called something zine. It's like a mini version of it.
Sure.
I
think it just is a zine.
Yeah,
It's like
zine.
some
Maybe.
weird stuff from like the 70s or 80s they used to do. I don't even know.
Yeah. I mean, I send him a lot of my work, and we were going back and forth one day, and they're talking about doing a full old school Faceful
Wow.
size again, which would be incredible. Those
I think they could do it, right? I mean, the Hormesis guys and were Gap or whatever, Great American Paintball, they did it. I mean, I'd probably reduce the size, but
yeah.
you know, it doesn't have to be like, you know, the size of a table. It could be
I think it's just the cost
size.
thing at that point. It's probably
that magazine is so huge.
Yeah.
It's like insane. I'm like, how do I get this thing around?
Exactly.
But Facebook could totally, because they're like so like iconic of a magazine with all their photos through the years too. It's like people would probably, out of all the magazines ever, Faceful or maybe like Paint would do a good job. But they also kind of came back with that famous book.
The book, yeah.
Which I was looking at the other day, which is really good.
That's one piece of memorabilia I don't have that I regret not picking up when they came out.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Although I've seen two of them and they're kind of falling apart.
Mm.
The bindings like coming apart.
Ugh.
So it's kind of hard to look at. I feel like I'm gonna like start ripping the pages out when I was looking at the one I saw.
You need like the white gloves and like the little piece they use like with old documents. Hey, yeah. Speaking of documents, talk to me about this is something I struggle with a lot, is contracts. You know, when I first started with this, I had some people like reach out like, hey, we want to, sponsor the podcast, or we want to help out. And I was like, yeah, I'll trade you photos, or I'll give you for free, or don't even worry about it. And it's like, my self-worth, I didn't hold any value to. And that's been a real struggle for me. And Matt the Gym Rat helped me a lot with talking about like structuring contracts and how you really have to hold value to that. So obviously this is what's putting food on your table. It's like, talk to me how you do that.
I've never signed a contract with any company.
Wow.
But I've not done a lot of stuff either. Like, I think that the channel originally started where it was like product reviews and stuff. So it was always going to be difficult to get sponsors. It would always have been kind of weird, like, oh, Planet Eclipse sponsors this Planet Eclipse review. It would always be kind of odd. It was kind of always like never a thing. And I think that at the time too, paintball, no one would have sponsored anything anyway. They just wouldn't have. And they still kind of won't, I think. So I never really originally had sponsorships. So even like getting ads and sponsors on new videos is new, really.
Yeah.
BFP gear have always been around, though, almost. I mean, for probably 6 years or something like that, they've at least sponsored one-off videos. BFP gear have done stuff, Kinetic, G1.
Yeah.
But only recently have like Hormesis or John with Paintball Retro has sponsored stuff. So there's only been like, a few things. And it's always been like people I kind of know, like I don't think like John Dresser is going to screw me over, or like, Gina and Junior. So it was never really, it's never happened even. I have stuff like I've kind of like drafted up, but never had to like send or never dealt with it. But honestly, everyone that sponsored videos always pays me before anything ever happens too. So it's never been like a big problem.
Talk about since you're not signing contracts, like talk about that negotiation piece then. Are you putting a number on that video, or like how does that conversation go?
That's also hard, right? Like I don't know what to like charge people, like I know what like I should be charging based on like other industries and like what the average YouTuber charges for like integrations or ad integrations or whatever.
Yeah.
But like paintball, it's like, I don't know. I think if I asked for that price, they'd laugh at me.
Probably, yeah.
I can't ask for, thousands of dollars. They'd just be like, what, are you kidding me? I'm like, well, that's technically what this video could get. And it's still a good deal, but they can't like see that. So typically I have two things that I send to sponsors or people that like I don't know, Hormesis, we'll use them because they're the like most recent one I've spoke to. What I normally do is there's a video that would make sense. Like Hormesis sponsored the Bob Long video. Yeah. So that kind of makes sense, right? How Field One and they all kind of tie together. So I contacted just to see if they wanted to sponsor that single video. And in that case, I'll send over like an ad sheet that's got like information on it. And then it says a specific price to sponsor that one single video. Or I have another sheet that's got like, become a live stream sponsor, have a whole video made. So I have a whole media kit that has like alternative advertisement things. Yeah. The problem I have though is I need to be able to like, I need to do a better job just of reaching out to people. That's something that I'm not good at all at any level, not just sponsorships, just like at any level. It's like talking to people. But I have a problem like with selling it too. Like I was thinking about like hiring someone or having a friend do it or something where I'm like, go find me ads for the channel and you'll get 20% of whatever ads you sell.
Oh, wow.
That's so that I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Because that's what, comedians do, or like musicians, they all have agents that like,
totally
sell for them. Because it is weird me trying to negotiate the money too. It's just like, I don't know.
With a lot of friends, right? Because like,
yeah, it's like I don't want to be like, Junior, you pay me more now.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just kind of hard.
Yeah.
So that it'd be cool if there was like this, third party middleman. We should all hire somebody. We should like get one guy and he can work for like everybody.
We need a paintball agency.
That would be a good idea, honestly.
Totally.
I think that I always thought the pros should start like a union also, but
wasn't there talks of that a few years ago, or like doing some type of agency for them? I feel like that was something within the past few years where like somebody was starting some type of like sports agency for the pros, but it like died really quick.
Everything just dies. That's why no one remembers. Everything lasts like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't remember. That sounds familiar though. I always forget that we have insurance too. Like if you're playing the NXL, I mean, I don't, because I don't play the NXL, but if you play the NXL, or even if you have like an ID, right? You get like insurance when you're playing. I always forget about that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One of those
seems like
perks.
A big deal.
Yeah, totally.
So many people, this is America.
For sure. Yeah, that's something, going back to the contract piece, that's something I struggle with, because like this thing, mine, of course, it's still small compared to yours, but like it's grown.
I have more sponsors than I do.
But yours is pretty amazing.
Well, live streams, I should say, I have one sponsor.
Yeah. But like, as I continue to grow this thing, I want to have it more revenue come in. I would love to get to the spot one day where I have my full-time job and I have this and I'm like, which one's going to make more money?
For sure.
I'm still obviously a long ways away from that. But in order to do that, I've got to continue my self-worth and like holding that to higher standards. And so that's just been a constant struggle for me, is how do I continue to do that? And how do I continue to put a price tag on the work that I'm doing? Because it takes a lot of time.
And it's hard to say how much it's just hard to like, I mean, the part that I'm bad with is I'm like, this is how much I should ask for the video. And I don't know. I think the part that I worry about the most is that like, they're going to be like, no.
Yeah.
And then never want to talk to me again because I said some crazy price.
Yeah.
But that's probably not realistic. Like who's going to do that? Yeah. Like, that's like kind of weird. I don't know. I've never thought about this out loud. I'm like,
It's true. Like that's what you're saying is exactly what I go through. It's that fear of like either losing a friend or like losing a connection or having them be mad at you. But like if we go buy a car, like we do the same thing, like, hey, I want this price. And like you just negotiate back and forth.
For sure. And I think about if someone did that to me, I wouldn't really think anything of it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, that's a bad guy.
Exactly.
He wanted 10% more money or, I don't know.
But we do that to
really
ourselves.
Think about it. For sure. I also want to find sponsors like that are, I do want to find stuff for the live stream for sure. But I want to find stuff, I guess, that is that fits me. I don't know. Well, like
Yeah.
Hormesis and Pro DNA for sure do. But
Totally.
I guess everything does. The only company that I've reached out to to sponsor the live stream was Defy. I really want like Defy paintballs to be a sponsorship.
Oh, Chad would do it instantly. Yeah, yeah. He's
I
working with
emailed
Defy
him.
now.
I'm not sure. I think
my
that's
gosh.
is Chad work with is I couldn't remember. I mean, I knew at one point, but just now I was trying to remember because I knew they got a new sales rep or something happened.
Yeah,
Defy has always been confusing to me.
Yeah, they have their social media branding. I think they've had like 3 or 4 different accounts that they use, and I think part of Chad's role is to kind of
streamline
it and put out more content. And he's done.
He might have just not seen emails. I get it. I mean, or saw it and forgot. I always do that too. So
yeah, totally.
And then I'll just delete everything and be like,
yeah, just start from scratch.
So I get it.
Let's get you some more sponsors. Your show definitely has it, and I think what some people don't realize from like a sponsorship is something that goes on your YouTube channel is now there forever. So like you're not just paying for like one video. That's a video.
It's not like 30 days of views.
Yes.
It'll be, 4 years from now.
Yeah.
Which is good and bad.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I was thinking it's only bad if you're trying to like sell a specific product, like we're going to sell this thing right now.
Yeah.
But most ads aren't like that. They're just like brand awareness.
Yeah.
Kind of things or whatever.
Yeah. It's just, it's sticky. Like when I was with Max Sportswear last year before the whole JT deal this year, and Charles is such a great guy. And he's like, I don't really make a lot of money when I go to
Charles
Vince. Charles Dean.
Dean. Okay.
He's great. Sorry. But he was like, I don't come to these events to like be lucrative. It's more of to get the name out there. So like when people walk by, it's that brand recognition. And I think it's the same thing for, like the sponsors here and what you have with BFP gear. You see it everywhere. And when you see it everywhere, it starts to build that trust of like, okay, this is a reputable company.
And I just think it works. I mean,
totally.
It just straight up works. I mean, because there's times where like BFP gear, I don't know, we haven't talked about it in a long time. I'm sure it still happens, but people in the note section are be like, oh, I heard about you on Paintball Ruined My Life or whatever. So it's like it definitely worked.
Yeah.
Or people that go to the paintball store that say they saw me go there or went to the paintball field because I went there or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was actually talking with Junior about in Cincinnati. Is I want to find a way. I think you do it with your links, but I want to find a way where like how can I drive traffic to his site and like we can see that data, because obviously it helps me put more worth on what I'm doing. But then it also
you can do it with affiliates for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, they have the capability at least. I mean, because most everybody uses this company called Up Promote.
Okay.
Which I'm not sure exactly who owns it, the company anyway. But like a lot of people use it. Like BFP gear I've used it with, G1 and Kinetic and Virtue, and I mean pretty much everybody has the capability of doing it. Most of the companies do.
And is that just
affiliate links or whatever?
Okay, affiliate links, got it.
You could also do it through like Google Analytics and stuff, but
yeah, very true.
Complicated.
Yeah, that's a good point. I just made note of that. So thanks. See, just learned something new from this.
Affiliate links are interesting. I mean, because it was also something that used to do better for me because the channel was a little more product focused. So people go in the description to look for whatever product. Amazon used to be big too, but Amazon's like Google's just changed the internet so much in the last like year.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much traffic that my website used to get. And then now it's like probably 75% reduction in traffic over the last year and a half.
Holy cow. Wow.
It used to do well for like Amazon affiliate links, and that's probably like gone down 90%.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What is that like? Because that was actually one of my questions for you is being a YouTuber or just a creator in general, like the game changes so fast, right? Like they'll come out with a new feature and like all of a sudden you've got to learn that to push that to make money from it. It's like, what has that been like for you seeing, obviously the website was a big money driver for you. Now it's not, and affiliate links are. And so, like, how do you navigate that?
I think that I've always kind of, I mean, luckily for me, I've always just kind of been interested in like the internet and like just stuff like technology, right? Like being able to know how to use these cameras and set audio up, or like, you know, get live streams going and, you know, do all that like tech stuff is always been interesting to me. So that part's been easy, but also just the internet. I feel like I've been using the internet. I mean, we all have, but like for so goddamn long. Like, I mean, I had a website in like 1998 or something like that. So I just remembering this. Yeah. So
was it paintball related?
Yeah, I don't even remember. That's why I was like, man, what was it? There was something in A and B in the title. I really don't even remember.
Huh.
But I've been doing the internet for so long, and I feel like I just tend to kind of see the stuff when it changes, or just become aware of it just from being around.
Yeah.
But I also don't know. I feel that like there's so many social network things that change quickly. Like Facebook's always changing something, and Instagram's changing something, and then all of a sudden TikTok's here, and then TikTok changes like every 20 minutes. So it's like they're always getting crazy, but I don't do those things really. So I've kind of gotten like lucky, I feel like, by just making like long YouTube videos. It's not really changed, you know, like they haven't really changed a ton of stuff on YouTube, at least for those like longer form videos. I feel like it's all that like new, like short form stuff that's always kind of popping off and changing.
Yeah.
But it is hard. I mean, like that's one of the difficult things is like there's not one revenue source either, you know, like there's 2 YouTube channels that make AdSense money, and then there's live stream super chats, and then there's sponsors from live streams, and there's ads and videos, and then there's like affiliate links from these 8 different sources, and then there's all these like different things that are good and bad. You know, they can, if one does bad, it kind of like helps level out because there's so many other sources, but you kind of have to like be on top of it all the time. There's all these little things that you got to constantly be monitoring.
Yeah, that's what thanks for bringing that up, because that's something that I've noticed as I'm trying to grow this is like it all kind of goes together where like, okay, I've got the podcast, and like as that grows, Patreon's going to grow, like my AdSense is going to grow over here, and then but it all comes back to like the one piece. And so
you have
always
to make
having
a
to monitor
podcast or whatever. It's got to be, for me, I have to make big videos or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like the whole thing for sure. It's like this, I don't know, like a wheel or something. Like the middle's the podcast, and there's all these little like arms that come out that can also grow, I guess, as the middle grows.
Yeah, it's true.
So like that.
And there, like a lot of research has shown lately that YouTube's going back to that long form, and they're really starting to like push that, and especially like the podcast space. Anything? Hello.
Perfect.
So weird. I literally didn't change a single thing.
I know. I was just standing here. It's like
that's
I didn't bump anything.
Huh? That's crazy because I've got like my deck right here. So like I haven't touched anything either. Weird. Hey, the perks of not being live.
Yeah, I was like, "Are you record?" Oh, it does say recording.
Yeah,
still.
it's recording.
Okay, cool. I was like, hopefully, if I don't leave, it doesn't like fucking.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to leave first and not me. Like that way, I can keep the recording going.
Have you ever like messed it up and not recorded?
Oh,
I've done that.
No, I haven't. But the worst one, my first big episode I ever did was with Ryan Greenspan. Can you not hear me now?
Oh no, you're good. I just remembered something.
Okay. The biggest one I did, like my early days, I had Ryan on, right? Like that was my first big guest. And if you obviously know, like you've seen his show, like his setup sucks. He's using a Blue Yeti microphone.
I kind of like it though.
It's kind of, you know, adds like that feeling to his show.
It's like authentic. I liked it.
But like it was so far away that I couldn't really hear him. And so I was like, hey, you know, move closer. I was like, you know, change a setting. And so like we completely fucked up his settings. And he was like, hey, like I can hear you twice in my headphones. I'm like, I don't know. Everything sounds good in mine. He was like, all right, I'll deal with it.
All right.
As soon as we got done recording, I listened to it. Anytime he and I like spoke together, it like created a double echo. And so I had to go back and edit every single like almost other word. It was so stressful.
I'm gonna listen to it. I know I've listened to it. I didn't really think of anything.
And so yeah, go back and listen to it. And anytime that he and I like kind of talk over each other, you'll hear where I've had to like really go in and fix it. It sucked.
I mean, I recorded for the CS3 video I made. I recorded an interview with Jack Wood. It was like an hour and 20 minutes long. We talked about all kinds of stuff, and didn't record the audio on his side. But it was like,
man,
what did I do? I don't really remember. I think that I had regular speakers because I wasn't using my headphones, and I have this shotgun mic that goes here. Yeah. But I had to like boost these. It was so fucking awful. And I only ever used like 4 seconds of the clip for the video just because I had to. I was like, I did this whole interview.
Yeah, I got to do something with it. That's so awful. Stressful.
And there's multiple times where I've not recorded video and then been like, damn, and then gone to record video and then like somehow turned the audio off.
Yes.
And been like, damn, and then like not recorded the audio.
Yeah.
And had to record 3 times. That's for sure happened.
Those are the nightmares of being a YouTuber.
Or I just quit. I'm like, all right, I'm not doing this, and I just won't.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll take the day off.
Do it later.
All right, so we just had a little bit of audio issue. The perks of not being live, so we fixed it and we're back. I do want to transition a little bit, and we've talked a little bit about affiliate marketing. We've talked about doing some reviews, and now you're doing like the live stream. Where do you see your brand going, like in the next few years?
Probably the same, I would say. At one point, I didn't know what I was doing. I just started it and it was like kind of winging it. And at one point I probably wanted it to grow into more than just being like content stuff.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to, like I do sell merch.
I see that. Yeah.
Sort of, I just have a few hats. I've done headbands, barrel covers. That's about all. At one point, I wanted to try to expand and like turn it into something else. But I think my goal now is to try to do that with something else. So Paintball Ruined My Life would be the same, and then have another brand that's selling stuff or something, so that I can like advertise or market that other brand rather than Paintball Ruined My Life.
Yeah,
it's one of the things I think's a little weird, like, because I don't really want to wear like YouTuber merch. Like, I don't really want to wear like, I don't know, YouTuber. But it doesn't mean that I don't want to support them, and I might feel more comfortable buying products they sell that aren't advertised as YouTuber merch.
Yeah,
kind of
like streetwear kind of stuff,
or just like whatever the brand is.
Sure.
I don't know what I want to make or if that's happening or whatever, but that's the direction that the YouTube channel I not originally, but at one point wanted to do, and then now I don't. So I can't imagine it changing all that much, but the channel has changed a lot. I mean, I'm still making paintball videos, but the style has changed so much. So who knows if in the future its style changes too, because YouTube's changed so much. I mean,
and it's only going to keep changing. I mean, they're now talking about. I don't know if you ever watched like any of the videos, like when the Google or YouTube CEO is talking about the updates that are coming.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like they're talking about really pushing content on YouTube, on the actual TV. It's like when you look at your analytics, how people are consuming.
That's the only way I watch it.
Yeah, and so I think it sounds like it's going to turn into kind of like how Netflix and Hulu is, where when you scroll on a video and like stop for a second, you see like a little ad. It sounds like that's where YouTube is going, where we're going to have to create like a little ad to play as alongside of our thumbnail.
Well, now it's like I only watch YouTube on TV. Like really, like I with the Roku, and I just use the YouTube app, and I have premium, and it's like really, I don't really watch TV. But now it's for sure on the TV. It'll start playing the video as soon as you touch it.
Yeah.
Before you click in. So that like first, whatever, 15 seconds has to be like doesn't be crazy, you know, but it definitely has to be like, like at least catch
Something
your
that
attention
gets
to
your
get you to
attention.
watch. And that's kind of what that is, you know, that kind of is like that ad for the video, which it should be anyway. I mean, like you said, you've noticed when you put little, you know,
Like the coming
highlights or
up.
whatever, people are like, oh, I got to watch that.
Yeah.
I got to see what's going to happen next kind of thing, rather than like, who knows what's happening next.
Yeah.
Which I'm not good at too. I could be better at that too, making the beginning a little more interesting.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like when you're creating your kind of story videos, the evergreen ones that we mentioned, what's the first, like, what's your process? Are you thinking of, I need to come up with a good title and thumbnail for this first, or is it, hey, I've got this cool story, I'll do all that after?
A little both, probably. I mean, it should be probably title and thumbnail first every time, because that's the first thing people see, you know, so it has to be like the most important.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, you've got to have something good to say in that, you know, you have to have something good in the video. You can't just put a crazy thumbnail and a crazy title and it's just like, you know, blank wall. It's got to be like something cool.
Yeah.
So there has to be some sort of idea. So it kind of matters what the videos are. I do feel that like I'm probably finding the story first and then doing the thumbnail and title though. But then some videos I'm just not even entertaining, because I know that even if it sounds like a good story, it won't be cool. It's kind of like the ProFlex video that just came out. Like, I mean, the story and the video might be okay, but just the topic of a mask is boring.
Yeah.
You know, like way more people are going to be interested in like a gun or like something interesting, maybe just a paintball gun, but people just aren't that interested in a mask.
Yeah.
So it has to be like an interesting topic too. It's hard. I mean, I'm new to it, really. I think that's only been like the last year that I've even like tried to make videos like this. And I've only made like, you know, 5, really 6. It's like,
they're incredible. They're so good.
Well, I appreciate it.
One of the things, I've got my stepkids here for the summer, and my oldest one wants to be a YouTuber, right? He's got a little like gaming channel.
That's how that goes, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm putting him through like a little like YouTube summer camp where like we talk about thumbnails and videos and uploads and all that. And when we watch other big YouTubers that he likes, I've showed him like, hey, just count on your fingers. Every 3 seconds, they're switching something. There's a new scene. There's a new clip. And every time you see that, that's an edit that you have to do. And that's so much time and effort that goes into that kind of stuff. And you did a killer job with that, just keeping the audience engaged in the whole entire story.
It's taken a while. I mean, you know, it's taken like 8 years to learn how to do it or whatever it is, like 7 years or whatever. And it's difficult with paintball too, because it's hard to find that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Like, yesterday I was trying to find, I wanted a video of, and they have to be from the exact time frame, so I needed to find like a video of somebody shooting an autococker slow in 2000 and then a person shooting an E-blade autococker really fast like the same year or the year after, and they got to be side by side. They have to be like right side angle, and I was just like yeah, I don't know. I did that all yesterday for like 4 hours, and I'm like, dude, I just got to move on.
Yeah.
That's the hard part too, is that I really need to be better at sticking to my schedule, because editing videos, it's like, my God, I could spend 2 weeks on just like sound design stuff.
Yeah.
So I really need to be way faster and just learn how to like, it's, you know, 90% there. I don't need to spend 4 more days tweaking the color
that no one's really going to see.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. It's more for
I'm
you.
going to be like, the saturation's 2 points over.
Yeah.
No one's ever going to notice or care. You know, even if they did notice, none of that stuff matters, because it's all about like stories and telling good stories.
Yeah.
That's really what matters. And it took me forever to figure that out.
How much time are you putting into like that hidden history of the ProFlex mask? Like, how much time did it take you to edit that whole entire video, which is 14 minutes?
Hour wise, I mean, at one point I used to say like there was 2 hours for every minute of video, but it's probably like 4-5 hours for every minute.
Yeah. Which is
no
insane.
more than that. Maybe like 6 minutes, 6 hours a minute. Yeah.
That's
5.5,
wild.
5.5 hours to 6 hours. Yeah, somewhere in there. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
And it's got to get faster though.
Yeah,
that's
totally.
why I'm like, it's got to get faster than that, and it might take longer.
I bet you it probably does, because I mean, not even the time in front of the keyboard, but like you just thinking about what you want to do and storyboarding it.
Then,
yeah,
that's what I'm thinking about it. Like 6 a.m. when I wake up, or like all the time, which is tiring. I mean, that's one of the things that kind of sucks about doing this full time, or not even this full time, just owning your own business. I mean, it's just constantly something you're thinking about. Yeah. It just never goes away. I'm like, that's good and bad, but it's probably not. It's probably bad.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to it. And that's actually one of the questions I wanted to ask you is, doing this and like running my photos business, it's 24/7. Like I don't think I can unplug and like not think about something. If I go to a beach, like I'm still going to think about it in some way. Do you do anything to go unplug?
So I notice that, and I say for, like I said before, I had a website, back in the 90s. I feel like I've always been doing something, right? I've started this website or started this company, or I was making and selling headbands in like 2003 or 2002, like before it was cool. And I just thought of a friend. And man, I lost train of thought. So I've been kind of like doing independent creative things for a long time, and just kind of winged it. I didn't have a plan or a schedule or anything. And I've noticed that recently, if I like stick to my schedule every day, because I have blocks of time where I'm like, do this happens for an hour, then you have a 10-minute break, then you do this. So I have everything like regimented. If I do that, I don't really think about work that much.
Oh, wow.
Because I've accomplished, like, the day is over. Like, everything that I set to do is over. There's not like I'm just going to work all day.
Yeah.
Because then the day's not over, really. Yeah. But if I have like every day I'm doing it at this time and it's over, I'd find that I don't worry or think as much because I've done it.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm still doing it, sort of. It's like it's over. And it helped me a lot to have like blocks of time where I do stuff. But I struggle with that for sure. Still not doing it right. I'm like, oh, I should be working right now, but I'm gonna go for a walk, or I don't know. Yeah. It's still struggle with doing that.
Did it take you a while to get to that point of like creating that structure and that schedule?
Oh, yeah. Only like the last 6 months.
Oh, wow. So it took a while.
But I've really like nailed it down. And I've noticed that printing stuff works well. So I print like my schedule for like a whole month and have like actual pieces of paper with the weeks on them. And I cross out like the time blocks when I'm finished with them. And I have this like weekly check-in that I do with myself. Like,
oh, cool.
To make sure that I ride my bike this many times a week, or I have to work out this many times a week, and how many work blocks did I accomplish? Then I give myself a score at the end of the week.
That's incredible.
Just so I can like see it. There's so much more to seeing it. Even when it's like digital, I've noticed that if I have things in real life, it's just so much more like real.
Yeah.
Like when I see the calendar, not just like it's on my phone or like a monitor, or it's just a lot different. It makes it more real for me. So I definitely noticed that printing it.
Yeah, that's
works.
So I think a year or so ago, like I got into journaling a little bit, and like I went crazy into like pens and like what journals to use. And every video I watched was about there's something about accountability, like, and people would actually take time in their journal and like build out their schedule and cross it off.
Oh yeah, I do. I sort of do that. I cross those blocks off every day, but I also write things on a whiteboard for sure, like little tasks. Like I wrote on the whiteboard podcast, and I'll whiteboard that off.
I made it.
I write everything down too. My memory's so bad. I have like notes, all kinds of notes in different spots and places, and yeah, I have to write everything down.
Are they all handwritten or using anything digital for your notes?
It's all digital.
All digital.
For sure.
Yeah.
Mainly because that's like just so I can, it's like my other brain or something like that.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to like search stuff.
Yeah.
I used to hand journal. There is something to writing that stuff down too, like actually writing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just noticed the last like months that having physical like things like that, I don't know. It really makes it like sink in more or something.
There's a science to like the less distractions. You don't have other things that are calling for your attention. If you have like a tangible book or
For
something
sure.
else, you don't have to swipe down a notification.
I know. I hate my phone. Yeah. If I didn't have to have phones, I'd do it.
Yeah.
But
well, especially being a creator, like you're plugged in 24/7. So like the moments that you can turn it off, it helps out a lot.
see, I don't. That's why I was like, I don't look at like stuff. I'm so like not very plugged in. Like I think about like paintball stuff or like that I watch online, and it's like Major League Paintball Plus is the only thing I watch.
Yeah.
Or Go Sports, whatever you want to call it. It's just because I'm so entrenched in paintball. It's like, I don't want to like watch paintball in my downtime, really.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Oh, it's 6 o'clock at night. I just finished working on this video for 8 hours. Now let's watch some paintball stuff. It's like,
let me go unwind with more
that's
paintball.
not what I'm gonna want to do.
Yeah.
So I don't really watch that much stuff, for sure.
What is that thing for you? Like when you're done with your work day and you go sit on the couch and turn on TV, like what's your escapism?
Funny stuff. Yeah, I think about like I watch or I listen kind of / watch a lot of like comedy podcasts, like comedians that have podcasts. They'll be like on the background. Yeah, definitely funny things.
Yeah.
And I go outside a lot. If I'm not working, I'm trying to be outside.
Yeah.
Whether that's really just being outside, just standing outside.
It's a good place to do it.
Yeah, definitely comedy stuff. It's like the only thing I watch now. I think about I used to watch like actual TV, and now it's like, man,
it's so different nowadays.
Don't watch TV shows. Like, there's a handful of like things, but not really.
Yeah,
you know, like everything I used to want to watch would be like comedies and sitcoms. And it's like this stuff doesn't really exist.
Yeah,
it's all like 8-episode TV shows that come out every 3 years. It's like, I don't remember what happened because the last time I watched this was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like everything doesn't come out now.
Yeah,
everything
it's almost
used to be 24 episodes.
Well, like that's it, right? Or like I feel like we're now at a spot where when an episode or a show comes out, like people almost don't want to watch it until the full season's available, so you can just sit down and binge it.
For sure.
So
I know that's like good and bad. I kind of like looking forward to it though too.
Same, yeah.
You know, there's something looking forward to, like, oh yeah, that's right, that's on it like Tuesday or whatever.
Yeah,
makes me feel like I'm like it's 1997.
Exactly. I gotta clear my schedule Tuesday night to watch the show.
Dang.
Yeah.
I have to set up the VCR to record stuff. Man. We don't have that anymore. I mean, now there's just a glutton of content, though. I mean, there's just so much content. It's just crazy. I mean, it's like unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like on YouTube, it's one of the things that's hard. Podcasts, whatever it is, there's just so much stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'm not competing against, YouTube. I'm not competing against other paintballers. You know, it's like it's Mr. Beast is the guy that like I'm trying to get people to watch my videos over Mr. Beast videos or whoever it is.
Yeah. Which is interesting because he just posted a paintball video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He had posted something and I saw there was a short of like he was whatever they were doing with paintball. And I was like, I was interested to see are we going to see more viewership as that video takes off,
Yeah.
of like people wanting to know what paintball is? So I
For
always
sure.
look for those type of things.
I imagine people that get like suggested videos or whatever will be
Yeah.
more paintball related.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
I mean,
So
if
that
I
could
look
be
at my suggested videos, there's tons of stuff that has nothing to do with paintball.
yeah,
A lot of
same.
war stuff. I mean, really, it's a lot of like war videos and guns, and I'm like, yeah, I guess
I could see that crossover.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's like it's not really what I'm going for, but you know, it's about the same.
as long as they watch.
Lots of gun videos.
Yeah. So, well, Brad, this has been incredible. I so appreciate having you on and giving us an inside look into you and your business. Is I've seen it even just at my local field. There's a bunch of kids who just want to be a creator and don't know how to start or like what really it takes. And so to have one of the largest creators in the sport on and kind of open up, I think it's very valuable. So I really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you.
Yeah. I've got a tradition that I do at the end of all of my episodes. It's something I stole from another podcast. Every idea stolen is a good idea. It's pretty cool. So if you haven't seen it or stuck around till the end, one, shame on you. Just kidding. I ask no worries. I ask all of my guests a question at the end of it from a previous guest. And so then after that, you get to ask a question to next week's guest without knowing who it is. And they've been, so I'll give you like some of the questions have been super deep of like, what previous deceased loved one would you like to have lunch with? Someone asked, is cereal a soup or a chowder? Someone was, where in the world would you want to have paintball that we don't have it yet? So like literally wherever you want to take this question. So I'll give you a little bit to think about it. My question for you, and it's funny, we've talked about the ProFlex so much, is actually from John Dresser. I had him on last week. And his question, without knowing you were going to be on, is what is the one thing in paintball that hooked you to like, this is it? Like, I'm making my life this.
Oh, man.
For him, while you're thinking about it, for him, it was I think the first flag hang that he had, or the first flag pull, like just created such a feeling in him that he wanted to keep recreating it.
I would say the game probably, I mean, I can even maybe like know the moment that it was like the most exciting was Action Paintball here in Sacramento, 2001, I think. I always get confused. It could have been 2002. No, it was definitely 2001. And yeah, there was just this moment on the specific field there that it was a woods ball, but the field was really small. So a lot of guys would like run really fast to get to like the center of the like 50 area or the field. And it was just so fast. Like there was just so many people shooting at me and like just chaos. And I just really remember it being a lot of fun, really. Yeah. At that moment, it just being exciting and wanting to do it again and wanting to run far up the field again and get as close as I could. So it'd be like as fast and as exciting as possible. That was probably the moment that at least stands out in the whole world, my whole I don't know.
Paintball journey, paintball career.
There we go. That's the moment that stands out to me for sure as being, the most memorable. And that was probably like the second time I played or something like that. Maybe like second or third. So it definitely wasn't the first. Yeah. And the only reason I still play is just because of community and friends. Like I wouldn't play paintball if it wasn't for like the people that I know.
Yeah. I hear that so much more now, and not to take away from the sport at all, but like I'm hearing that more from players is a big reason why I show up every weekend is the community. It's the people.
And like we don't have, a lot of people don't have that. I mean, I always say that we're like super lucky. And I think about that, like, I'm 40. A lot of people don't have like just a random place they can go. Like, Saturday I go to the paintball field and it's like, I'm like Mike, John, Matt, Chris, Jay, I can like all these different dudes that I know that we can just hang out. Yeah. Like there's not a lot of other like grown adults that have that.
That's
So
not a bar.
It is cool. Exactly. It's not a bar. We're like outside doing something. It's like a healthy thing. Even bars, like people don't even really like do that anymore.
Yeah. We're very lucky for what we have.
It's really kind of, it's for sure cool. And that's the thing. Yeah. That's made me continue to play because I don't even play that much. I haven't played this year. I think
I play once or twice a year, maybe at most.
Yeah. I go to the paintball field oddly though, like every other week. I just don't play.
Is that
just hang out.
This is a random question. When you do go, are there people there that like maybe have not seen you before, but look at you like, oh my God, that's the guy from YouTube? Like, do you ever have that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is that experience like for you?
I've gotten used to it. I don't really even care. It's like, I mean, I care. It's awesome, but I don't like. It's not like weird to me or like, anything anymore. It was weird at first, for sure. When I went to World Cup a handful of years ago, that was weird. There was like a line. There were multiple times a line formed to talk to me. It was very odd.
Wow.
That I didn't like. That made me feel like I was like, holy shit, I'm like an actual celebrity. And it made me like not want to go to the field.
Wow.
And I still kind of don't like walking around sometimes.
It's hard. Like you have to be on the whole entire time.
And I don't know. And especially like if I'm in Sacramento, it's weird because like I don't know how people know me. It's either like you knew me from like playing paintball a long time ago, you know me from the paintball store, or you know me from YouTube, or it's just this weird thing. And I always feel bad if I'm like, I don't know you, but you know me. I'm like, am I supposed to know this guy?
I mean,
it's like this weird situation.
From this one channel alone to remember 90,000 people is crazy.
Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I don't mind it. There was a kid that wanted a hug a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
I don't think about that, but one of my friends is always like, I can't believe that guy asked you for a hug. So I have a friend that brings it up.
I mean, like on a serious note for that, you're an escape for a lot of people. And I think a lot of YouTubers are,
for sure.
Is they can have a lot going on in their life, but like Monday nights when you're on, like that's the time where they can just unplug from all of it.
I mean, that's what I use it for too,
Same.
For sure. Like the comedy podcast, there's a reason why I want them to be funny and not all like talking about the war all the time, because it helps me, have fun.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's
At least
cool.
I can provide something for people.
Yeah, you do. You provide a great platform for people to escape from with paintball.
Paintball.
Yeah. Well, the pressure's off. You get to ask a question to next week's guest now.
I wanted to say something similar, but I totally lost my train of thought. Damn, coming up with a question. So what was John's? John said, what was the not the moment? What was his exact question?
His exact question was, what was the hook?
Me off. Okay.
Because I think where he wanted to go, or where he expanded on it, is like, how can we use that hook to get more people hooked into the paintball?
That's why mine was similar. I was going to say, what do you think? What makes paintball different from all these other sports that we do, or hobbies, or whatever it is? I kind of just answered that question.
No, I mean, I think
that was my question.
People can take that however they want to. It could be the adrenaline they feel from it, the rush of,
that's true,
paintball. It could be the community. It could be dressing up and masking up to like escape. There's so many ways where that people are going to take that question.
That's true.
And the person coming on next week, I'll tell you off air, is probably going to take that in a different direction.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that could go anyway.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So cool. Well, Brad, thanks again so much for this. I so appreciate it. Like I said, it's been a long time coming from me being a fan of yours for years, consumer, and now having you on has been a full circle moment for me. So this is really cool.
Thank you, sir.
For sure. Well, everyone else tuning in, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Shellda podcast, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.